Can I start?
Are you taking notes, Woody?
Yeah, I think I'm good. I'm good.
Okay. Welcome back to Nerds, Nerds, and More Nerds.
This has been recording the whole time?
Yes. Can you not? All right. We're your hosts.
Oh, Travis.
And Miguel. Today we'll be talking about Comic-Con pasts. So like Cole and I, have only been to one Comic-Con, and Travis has been to others in the past.
Yes.
But that's what we will be going over. All right, roll the intro music.
Oh man.
That's it.
Okay.
All
right.
Let's get into it.
Base gave out.
Let's do it. All right. So, Comic-Con.
Comic-Con. How long ago did you go to Comic-Con?
I went to Comic-Con. It was many moons ago. I would say it was at least a couple of years ago that I went to just the regular Comic-Con,
but it
in our
wasn't
local area.
It wasn't in Michigan, though, was it?
It was. It was. It was the Novi.
Oh,
one.
same place.
So that's the same one that
The
you guys.
suburban
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Showroom.
Yeah.
Indeed.
Showroom.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I went to that one, and Cole's being crazy. And then I went to this Motor City horror Comic-Con as well.
Horror con.
Yeah, like a horror con.
That'd probably be even
It was pretty
as
crazy.
good, if not maybe.
Yeah, I was surprised because from what I remember, it didn't only have horror stuff at it. It had other stuff, just typical Comic-Con type things.
Oh, okay.
The one standout moment at that one was, and this is so weird, meeting Gary Busey. Because, yeah. So I didn't really know.
How so?
So he was there just he was signing things and taking pictures with folks. And that's probably the last person you'd think to see there.
Yeah, of course.
When we were, my wife and I and some of her family were like, "Oh my gosh, there's Gary Busey!" We've got to take a picture with Gary Busey. When else are we gonna have the chance to do this? And it's still one of those things, like people that I meet. As the years progress, they're like, "Hey, I was on your Facebook, and why are you in a picture with Gary Busey? What is going on?" Yeah.
Are you guys old friends?
Oh my God.
What is that?
Yeah, it was really weird because there's, there's something that's going on with that guy, but
that is for certain.
Yes, there is something
All you gotta do is look at him.
that is a bit wacky about that man. But when my wife and my sister-in-law were taking pictures with this guy, he was whispering in their ears and tickling them. And he told my sister-in-law "Oh, I'm gonna take you to Maui." This dude is out of his mind.
Wow.
This dude was a total banana.
And could you smell tequila on his breath?
No. This is about pure Michigan. This is pure crazy.
Oh,
this dude's pure crazy.
Wow.
Yeah.
From the town of Crazy.
From the town. From Crazyville.
Wow, Crazy Town.
Yes. Indeed. Yeah. So that was the big moment for me as far as that particular event, the Motor City.
Okay.
The Motor City event. But then
where was that at? Where'd you go to that?
I'm trying to remember. I can't remember if that was at the same place as the Novi one. Or if it was at a different place. I can't even remember now. It was somewhere. Okay. It was somewhere nearby. But yeah. So I went to the same one that you guys did. I probably I think it was a couple years ago. I think it was 2, maybe 3 years ago. And I had a bunch of fun, you know, walked around, did some cool stuff, met some cool people. I met, the first person that we met was a gentleman by the name of, I believe his name is Dennis O'Hare.
Dennis O'Hare.
Yeah, and he was from...
Name dropping.
Name dropping. He's from American Horror Story.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and so he plays various characters, you know, between the seasons. They kind of do that thing where every season they switch up who plays who and, like, what the story is. But, yeah.
So did you watch that show?
We did, yeah.
Oh, okay.
And so we recognized him when we walked up. We're like, oh, yeah, that's that one dude. That's that guy from that show that we watch.
Oh.
Let's go say hi to him.
Certainly.
Certainly, yeah. So we went up. He was really cool, and you know, took a picture with him. The next person that we saw was, you know, one of the biggest in nerd history, I would say, is Lou Ferrigno, the Incredible Hulk.
The original.
The original Incredible Hulk.
Nice.
No
Yeah.
CGI.
Yeah. And I tell you what, you know,
Nice.
For you guys that are listening that don't know us, I'm not the tallest guy. I'm a little bit vertically challenged.
Yeah.
And
Wow.
you know, that was one of those times where I felt that even more than usual.
Wow.
This dude was ginormous.
Like a monster.
Yeah,
Wow.
he was a monster. He was very nice, and you know, smiled for my picture, gave a big, you know, thumbs up, I believe, if I remember correctly.
Right on.
Something like that. But yeah, we took some pictures. He was super cool. He didn't turn green, but
Oh, wow.
that's expected. He doesn't need to. Sometimes when you get older, it's hard to turn green on command like that.
But it's also
Makes sense.
because of performance-enhancing drugs. No, it's not. It's not.
Hey, you know what? Don't spoil the wonder.
You're right.
Cole.
You're
Jeez.
right. I'm
Jeez, dude.
so sorry.
Okay, and then the next moment.
You know, could I put in a little snippet of information there?
Absolutely
Lou
not.
Ferrigno. Oh, okay.
Oh no. Go ahead.
Because he was a champion bodybuilder, you know, in his younger years, and he is featured in the film Pumping Iron with Arnold, like alongside Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Yeah.
And this was Arnold Schwarzenegger had come out of retirement to compete again in the Mr. Olympia, you know, competition.
Right.
And I think he won it again. This was like the 6th or 7th time consecutive or something like that. Something obscene. No
Right.
one else has ever done that. But Lou Ferrigno was the next guy, he was the only person, I think, in that competition who would have been able to oust Arnold.
Yeah.
That had a chance. Like, he was the only one.
Right.
And after he didn't, when it didn't work out for him, I guess his dad, like, was super cruel about it. Was just like, hey, don't come home.
Oh no.
Like, yeah. Was just like a really mean person about it.
Wow.
Yeah.
Good times at Comic-Con.
Yeah, good times.
Do you think that Lou Ferrigno will be governor at some point?
Governor Ferrigno. That does have a ring to it.
That does, actually.
Yeah,
now
yeah.
It
that
really does.
I
yeah.
think that, yes.
vote for Lou.
Vote for Lou. He'll work for you. See?
Oh my god.
Lou Ferrigno, you got it, man. We just came up with your slogan. Find us. So we can get paid.
Trademark nerds, and more nerds.
Yep, all rights reserved and copywritten and all the things.
So what was that slogan again?
Vote for Lou, he'll work for you. Yeah, yeah.
Rid-it-did-to-do. You guys met people from The Office.
We did.
We did.
What
Yes,
a
we
great-
did.
What a great transition.
At Comic-Con.
Yes.
Which was a little strange, I thought.
Yeah.
You know, I mean,
Absolutely.
you know,
I think they were just there because, screw it.
let's be there.
Let's just be there.
That's
just be
kind of
there.
what, who said that?
The security chick that was there at the front.
Did she say that? I thought Oscar said that. He was like, what the hell?
Well, I remember him saying that, but like the security chick was like, yeah, they were just here because screw it. They decided, fuck it, let's just go.
Well, no, because I asked Oscar Nunez. I said, hey, is this your first Comic-Con? And he said, no, we've done a couple here and there and whatever.
Yeah.
But okay. But yeah, that's kind of funny. Like,
Yeah, you don't expect to see them. Yeah, it was pretty interesting because we were looking at the Comic-Con list.
Yeah.
And we didn't even see them on it. Like
Really?
when we first looked at it, like when we were online.
Yeah.
Like, oh, okay, whatever. There's some people, that's cool, but like we're busy that weekend for you guys listening. But we were like, oh, like it's okay, maybe next time, whatever.
Yeah.
And then as soon as we saw that picture, we were like, why didn't we go?
Dude, and it was so cool too, because like Miguel and I are walking around. We're standing kind of like, sort of like in between like where all the all the merch and all the things are happening,
Yeah.
comics and such, and where the celebrity booths are.
Yeah.
And we're looking at each other, hey man, should we just call it? Should we get out of here? Have you seen enough? Do you want to stay longer? And I was like, wait, yeah, okay. And so I was like, yeah, man, hey, wait, look, there he is. That's Oscar. And I'm like,
Yeah.
I see him, and he was walking to the booth, so he hadn't even gotten in there yet.
Yeah.
Right.
And Miguel turned, oh yeah, look at that, wow, cool. And we watched them walk into their thing. Dude, there were seriously like 5 people in line waiting to talk to both of them.
Yeah.
So it was like,
Total.
yeah, totally.
Like 3 in Oscars and 2 in Kate.
Yeah.
It was like, dude, these nerds not know who these people are?
Yeah. Are they even office nerds?
Come on. They're obviously not.
Okay, so they're, in one of our previous episodes, we talked about, being nerds about different things. I think
Huge office nerd.
there are huge office nerds.
Yeah.
Myself included. I think all 3 of us are office nerds.
Pretty high on the office nerding pecking order. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Which but I was just stunned. I'm like, they're all right, albeit there may be minor characters on the show, which even is kind of a contradictory statement because you couldn't have the show without them. Yeah. Oh, come on. But it was cool, man. They were like, Kate Flannery, super nice lady. Like,
Yeah. From what she is on the show, Meredith, this old, grouchy, like...
skanky, scuzzy
jerk of a woman.
The thing I kept thinking of in my head, I keep hearing, Meredith, your boob is out. That's all I could think of.
When I was thinking about you guys talking to them, all I was thinking of is like at the beginning of season 4 when Michael just runs into her with his car.
I wanted to ask her about that. Like, how was it filming that? Like, there were tons of things we could have, could have, but didn't.
But it was kind of a spur of the moment thing. You guys didn't have time to prepare.
Yeah.
But
even then, you don't show up to these things with a whole, list of
questions.
Next question.
Unless
just would have been inappropriate.
Unless you're me at a Taking Back Sunday show.
Yeah, right.
But that's a whole other nerd out.
We stood and talked to those guys in the pouring rain, dude.
Yeah.
What?
Dude,
pouring rain.
Yeah, we were just hanging out with them.
That's nuts.
It was cool.
It was really cool.
Like, we were all just getting soaked together.
Yeah.
And
it was the original like guitarist singer, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And then the bassist came out too.
Yeah.
Was it Matt or was it the
one he was the one that was in the band before that.
So
But he
the
came
original
back.
bassist.
The original,
the bald one.
Yeah, his name is Sean. Yeah, and he's really nice too. Yeah,
They were cool guys, yeah. Well, anyway, side note.
that was just a side note. But
Yeah, totally.
I interrogated them. I grabbed him by the collar and like pushed him up against the wall. I'm like, listen
So
to me.
what gives? Yeah.
What gives? What's your inspiration for this song?
Why did you have so much feelings? It's not even yeah, he gave it to him already.
Oh man, yeah, but that's another story.
Totally.
Yeah. So Comic-Con.
Comic-Con, yep.
So what else? Like before I go into my other stuff, like what else happened? Like when you guys were there?
All right, check this out.
While it's fresh in your head.
Right when we first get to the
Oh,
place.
this is funny.
So, so we get there, right? And we were told to, if you have advance tickets, to go on the opposite end of the building,
Right.
because that's where the line is. And we got in line for Cole because he was buying his tickets
Like at the door. Yeah.
Right.
So
And that was the first line we got to.
that was the first line we got to, and then I realized, oh shoot, I forgot my phone in my car. I should go get it. So I go to get my phone. I
Yeah.
come back, and Cole is like almost to the door at this point.
Yeah.
And I get back, and I'm like, dude, so I'm gonna go to the advanced ticket line, and I'll just meet you in there. He's like, all right, yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
So I start walking, and I was thinking this line was gonna be like, I don't know, maybe 40, 50 people long. Nope. I keep walking. Like, I walked the entire building wrapped around, like, it was like the entire half of the building, like,
Yeah.
just
On the opposite side.
on the opposite side into the back of it, and then around, like, a whole nother circle, like, through the parking lot, in the back of it, right next to the highway.
Yeah.
It was ridiculously long. Like, there were at least like
Thousands.
300 to 400
Yeah.
people in front of me.
Oh, okay, not that.
Right.
At least.
Damn.
And I was like, what is the point of even getting advance tickets if, like,
Yeah, do
you
it.
could just buy the tickets at the door and get in right like that?
Yeah.
I was walking,
ridiculous,
dude. I was
man.
walking around for like 20 minutes in there by myself. Bought a couple shirts. You know,
Yeah.
Eating
walked
a
the whole
corn
place
dog.
basically. Yeah, right. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was nuts.
And I got in there, what, like 30 minutes later? 40 minutes later?
Yeah.
40
even-
minutes after he got in.
But even after you get in the
Yeah.
doors and you walk into the showroom, because there's like the whole like lobby, vestibule, you know, kind of courtyard thing or
Right.
whatever.
Yeah.
You have to get into another line
Yeah, another snaking through
to,
again.
like,
It's like,
give
what?
your tickets to the whole, like, these people to scan them in, and it was dumb.
Obscene.
Yeah. So I think next time I've learned my lesson to, like,
Not prepare.
not buy advance tickets.
Comic-Con, strike one against you. Advance tickets. Boop.
Thumbs
Let's
down.
just buy tickets at the door.
Yeah. So, like, once you did get in,
Once we did get in.
hours later,
We were
Actually, yeah, hours later,
Yeah.
once we got in.
What happened?
About 5 minutes in, the lights go out.
Yeah, we're walking around and the whole place goes dark.
Yeah, everybody's like, "Wah!" Like,
Children
screaming.
crying, people
Yeah.
screaming.
like,
And
was,
then it goes quiet, and then we're like, all right. And then the lights turn back on.
there wasn't even enough. Like, I saw one person pull out a cell phone and just to
Yeah.
look at it. Like, it wasn't like, I'm gonna put on my light and show everyone way. You
like,
know,
no,
like,
I'm just
Yeah,
texting.
no.
it was just like, oh yeah, someone's just trying to get in here.
I'm just checking Twitter.
So like,
Yeah.
no one even
Yeah.
had their cell phones out yet, and then and it came back on.
Yeah.
And everyone's
Yeah.
screaming in adulation.
It wasn't like the lights went out, strobe lights, ladies and gentlemen,
Dude, that's what I was
boys
waiting
and
for.
girls,
Yeah, same, man.
get ready,
Freaks
for,
and geeks.
ready for Chevy Chase.
He walks out, he's like,
Hey, remember me? I was on Community.
Dude, no, like, he's like, for real though, I was waiting for something over the loudspeakers, like, fight to the death, or like something crazy, like, but Chevy Chase.
He's like, hey, remember me? I was on vacation, and I'm racist. Like,
That's
Jeez.
funny.
oh, it's not fun. That part is not funny.
No, the racist part's not funny.
He would.
Well-
It's funny that he would get picked on for it.
Yeah.
Donald Glover called him out, man.
Really?
Yeah,
Yeah.
on Community. Oh yes, that is a big thing. He was like, yeah, he was openly racist on the set of Community.
Really?
Yep.
Towards people, or just like in general
he
speech?
said he said that Donald Glover, like the only reason people thought he was funny was because he was black.
Whoa.
What?
Yeah.
That is a hell of a statement to make of a cast, or like a fellow cast member.
Yeah.
Wow.
Wow. Now,
Alright.
I'll admit, I'm not a big fan of Donald Glover. I just don't like his sense of humor.
Okay.
But that's kind of like, whoa.
Yeah, not so nice.
Right.
Comic-Con!
Comic-Con!
Comic-Con, yeah.
Chevy Chase wasn't even there! Racist bastard. Yeah, man, the lights went out, but they came back on, and then they went out again for a little bit.
Yeah, just like a little
flicker.
second.
Yeah.
Couldn't handle it.
So,
Couldn't
yeah,
handle
no,
it.
the
Really?
awesomeness that was Comic-Con put the lights out.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was pretty cool.
I think it was the storm. But yeah, sure.
Well, it was probably also that, too.
Yeah.
And there was construction.
Yeah.
Also, did you guys meet anybody else? Like in addition to that? I mean, like you guys passed out cards too, but like, did you meet any other people in addition to the office folks?
So like we're walking around and we're both just kind of we weren't okay. So well, I'll speak for myself. I wasn't sure what to expect. You know, you expect that people will be dressed up like, you know, their favorite heroes or, you know,
Right.
icons or whatever. And so it was like, okay, well, I expect to see, you know, that. But as far as engaging people, didn't know what to, you know, it was like,
Right.
what do you do? You know?
Yeah.
And, but it was so funny. Miguel looks at a guy dressed like wait, what's his name?
Rick and Morty.
Morty. Okay.
But Rick. It was Rick.
Oh, Rick. Okay. See, I don't even know. I don't even watch that show. But
It wakes me up every night on Hulu when it's just like auto playing.
oh Jesus!
Yelling. Loud music.
Well, Miguel points this guy out, and he's like, "Cool costume, man. Cool." You know, and he's like, "Yeah, thanks, man." And he was with, like, I guess his girlfriend. Couldn't really tell what she was dressed as. He was just kind of like,
She was dressed as a Harry Potter, like, student.
or something, yeah.
Yeah.
Hufflepuff, I think it was.
And
Yeah.
but like it was like, hey, check out our podcast. You know, we're podcasters, and all this stuff. And then it was like, okay, cool, cool. And we stood there for a minute, just sort of awkwardly nodding and looking at each other. Yeah. And I was like, so what else? You know, like, and we kind of like, you know, a conversation bubbled up, but it was really kind of strange, man. It was just like
awkward.
Yeah, it was like
awkward.
You're probably catching a bunch of like, well, this might not be fair to say, but like,
okay.
There are a good number of nerds that are very very introverted.
Timid.
Absolutely.
Yes, certainly.
Yes.
I
Maybe
have
even a bit
been one of
uncomfortable.
those nerds.
I mean, I felt
I can do that.
definitely in that mode myself. You
Yes.
know, it was not easy to approach people that are themselves unapproachable.
That's
Exactly.
that's why we talk to each other on a podcast, and then you guys can listen.
Yay! We don't have to talk to any of you face to face. Yay! Which is actually not even really a celebration because we'd still probably like to, but yay!
We're better at typing things to you.
Yeah, and winging it facelessly on the internet.
Which I must say, now that we're talking about
Yeah.
just talking on social
Personalities.
media, things have really started to blow up with you guys. You guys are liking our stuff, and we appreciate it.
Totally.
Very much so.
Yeah, you guys are awesome.
Also, keep telling us what to talk more about.
Yes.
Tell us.
Because we like that.
Yeah. And we'll talk about it.
We like having conversations. Like when we posted something on Twitter about the new the rumors of the new Pokemon game for Nintendo Switch, and it was really cool seeing everybody talk about that, like what they thought was going to happen with it, like what they'd like to see, what they don't want to see,
all their opinions.
Yeah, all their opinions, and then it was cool. Like I wasn't expecting that right out of the gate like that, so it was really awesome when you guys were talking about that.
So keep it up.
Yeah, keep it up,
and thank you. Woohoo! But it was funny meeting some of these folks at the Comic-Con.
And every chance I could get, we were dressed up as Bill and Ted from Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure, right? And every chance I could get, I had to ask a quote from the movie. Do you know when the Mongols ruled China? And I asked that question to basically everybody at Comic-Con, and most of the answers were like, no.
Yeah. I don't know.
Or one chick said, oh my gosh, I'm failing my Chinese teacher right now.
You have brought shame.
She skipped the Mongol takeover.
Oh my god, I should know this. Right.
Yeah.
So much pressure.
It was a great icebreaker to really get people to stop and really answer the question.
Yeah. It's better than just tripping them while they're walking.
Yeah, exactly.
Which we hadn't even thought of.
Yeah, man, that was a great idea.
Trip
dude.
them, then help them up, and then say, "Oh, here, by the way, listen to our
wow,
podcast."
you really fell down there. Hey, do you ever listen to podcasts? Wow,
awesome.
But no, man, it was a cool experience. Like I think one of the people we met was an artist. Mm-hmm. And I'll be damned if I can remember his name, unfortunately.
Dan something.
Pablo Picasso.
Wow.
No, it was like Dan something.
Dan something was, man, he was super cool about letting us ask him questions, and engage him and stuff. But
was he like a comic book artist?
Yes and no. I mean, yeah, he was. Yeah.
Was he more like a freelance person, or was he more like, oh hey, I worked on I drew Batman or whatever for the comics?
No, he was a freelancer. I think.
Okay.
Yes and no. I mean, he's the stuff he did. There was that one portrait of Cable, right? That was Cable.
Yeah.
Amazing. It was perfect.
Yeah.
I mean, the amount of detail.
Super creative, and
he said it took
lots of detail with it.
He said it took him 12 hours to draw that.
Yeah.
12 hours to draw something.
Yeah.
I can't draw at all. And in 12 hours, you'd still have nothing. So
you still have two stick figures and a dog.
And they're supposed to be playing guitars, but I know it looks like they just have giant dongs.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
It's supposed to be a hot dog.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Forgive me. But it was amazing, man. It was amazing.
That's awesome.
And he's like, no, since I've gotten the experience, I'm a little older, whatever, I'm faster about it. And he was like, so this one over here, which was still pretty highly detailed, he's like, that took me about 4 hours. I was like, damn, still 4 hours of drawing of your hand being fixed in that position.
Oh yeah.
Right.
Oh man, that just blew me away.
Incredible
nuts,
attention to detail with that kind of stuff.
Yeah, man. It was I can appreciate that stuff because I can't do it.
Right.
It's less impressive to watch someone do something you can already do well yourself. Maybe. I don't know. There's the level you're good at it, and then there's always someone who's better.
Right.
So it is amazing.
Like putting your pants on.
Exactly. But if I saw you do it in a more amazing way than I put my pants on, forget about it. You know? I've been putting pants on all wrong for so long.
Dude, wait until you see me put my pants on.
Well, maybe we need to have a showdown.
Watch me pull them up.
No, just watch.
Oh yeah.
And now we're just talking about pulling pants up.
Yeah.
But it was amazing to hear this guy talk and to share just his career a bit and to answer our goofy questions. Really nice guy.
Yeah.
Couldn't do math though, I'll tell you that.
Yeah.
Like he looks at one of the pictures, he's like, "Yeah, I drew that 20 years ago," and Miguel's like, "Oh wow, I was 8," and he's like, "Wow, dude, stop it." He just was like, "Shut up, man." Started feeling old, but then he's like, "Yeah, and I did that one in '96." He was like, "You were probably 4 then." And the other picture was in '94, and so Miguel's like, no, dude, I was like 10. And they had a moment of going back and forth, like, wait, so 20 years? No, I was. He's like, so what were you, born in '88? He's like, no, dude, I was born in '89 or '90. Yeah. And they're just going back and forth trying to figure this out.
Eventually, I was just like, it doesn't matter.
You are good at drawing, and I am good at math.
Dude, it was like a real struggle though. Like they were. I'm standing there like. It's like, what's going on right now? So funny, man. That was so funny.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was a good experience, man. Like
That's awesome.
I like that it wasn't just like come in here and buy, a bunch of cool superhero memorabilia and stuff that you might like.
Right.
Things like that. It was they had artists with real content, really cool stuff actually. Things they were trying to sell, which you would expect. Like I said, I got a couple shirts that I thought were really cool.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, yeah. And famous people that, you pay an arm and a leg to meet, and it was pretty cool,
I think the coolest
wonderful.
part to me was like seeing all the creative costumes that people put together.
Yeah.
Like we saw an 8-foot Chewbacca, like a legit 8-foot Chewbacca,
Dude,
Yeah.
with the real fur
it
and
was like
everything.
4 feet taller than Miguel.
That's awesome.
It was ridiculous.
Yeah.
I didn't see it, but my friend Shalise, she posted a picture on Instagram of the Hulk,
Yeah.
like an 8-foot Hulk.
Oh,
Yeah,
really?
yeah.
She must have stayed all day or something.
Oh yeah, she definitely.
I mean, but
stayed all day.
we were there for a long time. How do we not see
We were
that?
there for like 3 hours.
Okay.
Only
Yeah.
3 hours. It wasn't. We weren't there for that long.
Oh, okay.
But
Right.
or another one was the Star Wars band, the Cantina band.
Oh yeah, the Cantina band.
But there were like all like 6 of them or something like that.
Yeah.
And they all had their instruments, and they had
awesome.
like a music box playing that song. It was so
That's
good,
awesome.
dude. It was so good.
I've got something to go along with that actually.
Bring it
All right.
on.
When
Yeah, bring it on up.
when I went, probably the most memorable costume that I saw was it was hilarious. It was like a Star Wars thing, like Darth Vader and the Stormtroopers, but it wasn't like the normal ones. It was they were the ones from Spaceballs. It's like, what's that dude's name? Like Dark Helmet. Yeah. Oh my god.
Wow.
Yeah.
No way.
Oh my god, it was so good. I'm pretty sure we took a picture with him at some point that day.
Nice.
Yeah. I was like, oh man, this is hilarious. Who would think to dress like this?
Yeah, man.
Oh man.
Geniuses.
Personalities,
Dude.
yeah.
Yeah.
Man,
Some true nerds.
I kind of want to show up dressed like Pizza the Hut.
Dude, we saw the dude up there.
The dude,
So like
The dude?
the dude.
Lebowski.
Lebowski?
Yeah. So like
Big
we're
Lebowski,
walking and we had just kind of stopped for a minute. We stumbled upon like there was just it happened to be like really convincing, hero duos.
Mm-hmm.
Like there was one these two people
It
were
was,
dressed up really well.
Superman and Wonder Woman.
Yeah, that was
and,
them.
like-
But the other two looked more impressive, I think.
Yeah, I think it was Spider-Man and
Who was that?
what's her name? Oh,
Mary Jane?
No.
no, it was a
Gwen
white.
Stacy?
It was a white.
Oh, Spider-Gwen?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
Her. They looked amazing.
They looked so good.
They looked freaking
So
amazing.
like people had like professional like Canon cameras or whatever. And,
Yeah.
And they were all standing in front of like these white curtains or whatever.
Right.
There was space for us to just stand there.
Yeah.
So Cole put his bag down, and we put our hands on our chest and our hands out just like we did in the picture. If you
Yeah.
can see it on Twitter and Instagram, you'll see the picture with Kate and Oscar.
Well, we did the Bill and Ted poses.
We did the Bill and Ted poses. And we just stood there. And, like, people... Like, there was nobody in front of us to, like, take pictures, but people walking by would, like, stop, like, I think somebody's taking their picture.
Yeah, they're, like, looking at us like something was going to happen.
Yeah.
And then they're like, I just stopped to look at this. What am I doing?
Yeah.
It was so funny.
So funny.
Some people took pictures,
So,
too.
yeah, we
That was
actually got somebody with a professional camera to take a picture of us.
That's
So,
right.
Very good.
So yeah, we got some drive-by snaps.
Yeah.
But immediately after that moment, which I thought was still really cool,
Totally.
we're walking along and we see this girl and she's dressed like the Demogorgon from Stranger Things.
Yeah.
See, I told you.
Yeah.
It's a thing.
Yeah.
Dude. And it was pretty convincing. She had like the whole like filleted, quartered out face, thing.
Yeah.
And was just like, doing the thing.
Yeah.
And I'm looking at her, I'm like, man, that looks really cool, And I look over and this dude's standing there. This dude. I'm looking at him and I'm like, wow, this guy looks super, comfortable.
Relaxed.
Yeah, just like
Yeah.
really like laid back attire.
And I thought he was like her dad or something, because he was like, put your purse behind the curtain.
Yeah, he's like,
put it behind there, because somebody's
Hide your
going to
purse.
take it.
Someone wants to snatch your purse. Move it. Whatever.
Yeah.
And we're agreeing with him. Yeah, man.
Good
Yeah,
call,
you're right.
dude. Yeah, you're right.
And I looked at him. I was like, hey, you're the dude. And he's like, yeah, man. Yeah.
Dude, man.
It was so funny.
You're
dressed like me
Mr.
at the robot.
Lebowski, man. I'm the dude.
Yeah. It was so cool. The only thing he was missing was glasses, though. He didn't have
Oh,
glasses.
yeah.
Like a bum.
That's okay.
Jerk off bum.
Jeez.
But yeah, it was cool. Yeah,
That's
so we even saw
awesome.
the dude.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
It's good.
Well, I've got two more things
Okay.
that I definitely want to share. One of them's
Nice.
really quick. While I was walking around Comic-Con, I walked past this little girl. It seemed like a little girl.
Uh-oh.
And I was like, I looked at her and I was like, whoa, she looks familiar. And then I was like, no way, it can't be. No way. And then I looked at my brochure and I was, sure enough, the actress that plays Selena Kyle, Catwoman, on Gotham, was there.
Wow.
And that was her that walked by, and it was like season 1 times, so she was, still a little kid. But I was like, oh man, no way. Like, I totally just walked past her. I didn't stop her or anything to say, like, hey, like the show, it's cool, you do a good job. Nothing like that. She just walked right past me, and I just completely missed that opportunity. But it was on the way to this next opportunity that I was going to say, and that was taking a picture with Robert Englund, Freddy Krueger. Yeah.
Yes.
Yes. So, at the time, folks in podcast land, we were expecting my son. My wife's pregnant. And so we get up there, and there was a lot of conversation before we went to Comic-Con about, like, oh, man, people are gonna think that Freddy Krueger is going to mark the baby, like, by touching her belly. It was hilarious, and I'm not sure if these people were, like, being serious or not. I don't know, but we got up there.
Wait, the people in line, you mean?
No. I mean, like, my family members.
You ought to be careful, man.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Don't do that to that baby.
Wow.
Don't do that to that baby. So we go through the line. We get there, and nicest dude. Now, in contrast to what I said about Lou Ferrigno, I was surprised that, like, Robert Englund is, like, my size. I wasn't expecting that.
Smaller guy.
A smaller dude.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, a shorter dude.
Interesting.
That is interesting.
Yeah, so he
He looks like such a gangly,
Yeah. Yeah, in the movies he looks,
tall and.
They probably just gave him a stool.
yeah, like Tom
Well,
Cruise
it's
or
the
something.
distortion
Yeah.
of camera, I
Yeah.
guess like, people always look
That
bigger
too,
in the
yeah,
movies,
yeah,
and
sure.
it looks really small.
Or people were sitting down in chairs when it looked like they were standing up.
Right.
Perhaps it would.
In podcast land, right now our arms are just up in the air going every which way
we're
when we're
flailing.
talking. Yeah.
Wacky wavy flailing arm flailing two man. Wacky wavy flailing arm flailing two man. Wacky wavy flailing arm flailing two man.
Hello! What's his name? I remember what his name is. Yeah. Oh my god. That's so good. Oh man. But yeah,
were
so
saying, yeah.
so we get to the front of the line, and I'm a little bit into like the scary stuff, the horror stuff.
Yeah.
Not as
Yeah.
much.
What's your favorite?
What's that?
What's your favorite?
I don't know.
Okay. We'll do that the next episode.
Yeah, I'll have to think about that.
Horror. That should be one of our podcasts. What do you think, folks?
What do you think?
Tell us right.
Well,
Okay, cool.
yeah.
Okay.
Thanks.
We heard
Good,
you.
we'll do it.
We
All
heard
right.
you.
Okay. All right.
There. I mean, I heard all the screaming
Yeah.
and shouting.
I have to think about it because I feel like there's one that's on the tip of my tongue, but I can't really think of what. Like, it's almost like an obvious answer of some sort.
Oh, duh, Chucky. Duh. Yeah, but that's not it.
But that's not it. No, it was something else. I can't remember what I was going to say. But anyway,
The Shining.
The Shining is up there for certain. For certain. But
Anyway.
also up there was Us in the Line. So we get up to the front of the line, and as I said, this guy, older dude, like my height, 5 foot whatever, and I'm like, okay, cool.
I could take him if I had.
Yeah. I wasn't thinking much about it. This whole time we're thinking about like him putting, he has like the signature claw hand on, and like normal street clothes otherwise, just that claw. And so we get up there, and I'm just thinking of him like putting his hand on the baby belly, and that's all I'm thinking of. And I just figured, I'll stand next to him and I'll just smile in the picture. This dude is bananas as well, like as Gary Busey is,
Creative.
but in a creative, awesome way.
Yeah.
He is full of energy, full of life for being in the the public spotlight for the song. You can tell that this dude loves his job.
Oh, okay.
So he's got all the poses going on, like with the baby belly, and I'm just standing there, like I said, and he says, okay, now I want you to stand right where you're at, but I want you to put your hands on my neck and just strangle me, just choke me. not, now I have to specify, not pretend to choke me, not like act like you're choking me. He said, just choke me, like just strangle me.
What?
Dude was crazy.
Okay.
But he earned my respect for that. And we got an awesome picture out of it. We used it for our baby announcement. And it was awesome. Yeah.
We're having a Freddy baby.
Yeah, exactly. I wonder who the dad is. Oh, see, I don't know. I don't know. And of course the picture's framed. In our house as well. It's in my office, right next to a bunch of my nerd stuff.
That was at HorrorCon.
This was actually at regular Comic-Con, which I was surprised by.
Standard Con.
Surprised by that.
Okay.
Yeah. But that's what happened at Comic-Con.
That's cool.
Yeah. Good
Well,
times.
We've reached the end of the episode.
Which stinks, because I actually feel like I could talk more about it, even though...
That's all right.
Time
we
down.
can we can have another episode.
These
about
guys have to go do other things. They have to
Yeah.
listen to other podcasts,
Well,
hang out with friends and family, do other stuff.
That's
it.
true.
Donate
Life goes
to
on.
these other podcasts.
Well, it's kind of like at
speaking
the
of which,
the end of Ready Player One. How would it? Okay.
we have a PayPal account. And
That's
you
right.
can donate money, if you so well please, to our PayPal, which is nerdsandmornerds@gmail.com.
This especially goes out to Lou Ferrigno and the slogan that we came up with for you. Please give it some consideration.
All right.
They're giggling, but I'm serious.
Thank you for tuning into the show. But before we go, We'd sure like to know what you thought about tonight's podcast and what you'd like to hear on future podcasts. Add us on Instagram, Twitter, and Snapchat, and feel free to leave a comment on any of those social media outlets. If you're on YouTube, please hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, and leave a comment below. Nerds out!